Do you want to know the secret to success? Join me today on our interview series with the founder of Chic Sophistic, Stephanie Kalen, as she tells us how she turned her passion into her successful business. Hi, I'm Melyssa Moniz, and I am the host of Success and Beyond TV. And this may actually be my favorite episode to date because I get to interview my dear friend and the successful Stephanie Kalen, who's the founder of Chic Sophistic. Now, Chic Sophistic is an amazing lifestyle brand that is taking over and is trending super popular right now. But not just that, behind the scenes, creating a massive difference for the people that they're impacting. So, if I may, introducing Stephanie. How's it going, my love?
Great. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So let's get right into it, because today and every episode that we film, I always promise my viewers a mini breakthrough, okay? And that just means really relevant and practical content for them to use in their business starting the minute they finish watching the video.
Yep.
Now, I wanted to ask you, what is your secret to success? I mean, you've built a massive following in the 6 digits. You've done wonderful things with traveling the world and taking your passion to this whole other level and making a business out of it. I'm sure a lot of people want to know how you did that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a pretty simple equation. For me, it's been essentially passion and consistency. They say practice makes perfect. I kind of say passion makes perfect, because I think once you develop that passion and you figure out what your direction is, it kind of just keeps you motivated. You keep moving in the direction that you sort of envision as your goal, and that takes you further than you could ever have imagined. But within that, I think also maintaining a level of consistency and understanding that if you do want to make a business out of it, you do have to keep your followers engaged and keep everyone engaged as you continue on your journey, whatever it is that you're sharing. In my case, it's my life and my lifestyle, and all the things that I love to do and share. So that really has been sort of the key to my success so far.
Okay, so passion and consistency. So what Stephanie here is saying, especially as a lifestyle brand and as a business that's translating her passions into something that's tangible and that makes money, she's saying that passion and consistency is the secret to her success. So Stephanie, tell me what that consistency actually looks like though. What does that mean for you and your business?
So, I'm a lifestyle brand. I'm all about empowering women, showing them how to find confidence within themselves. So I do that by posting travel tips, anything having to do with fitness, food, wellness, beauty, fashion. So when Fashion Week's on, I'm also there doing that type of stuff as well.
Amazing, I love that. And actually, because you are consistent, that's actually what keeps me engaged with you as well, because it literally feels like I'm living your lifestyle with you.
Right.
Which is highly inspiring and motivating. Part of being a successful brand and a successful business means you're out there. You are highly visible, and that also means that you might be vulnerable to criticism and judgment. And what I've seen Stephanie do is really translate that audacity to share. She's done it really well. So if I could ask you, Stephanie, how did you get over that? Were you ever scared? Were you freaking out when you were really highly public and highly visible? What was that for you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm normal like everyone else. We all have fears, and overcoming that is certainly a big obstacle. But I think, with anything, you have to realize that no matter what you do in life, there will always be people saying things or thinking things. Maybe you just won't hear them, but you just have to kind of come to reality in the sense of, this will happen no matter what. But as long as you are actually happy doing what you're doing and sort of gaining success out of that, you'll be surprised sort of that level of happiness sort of keeps you going, and you really are able to sort of overcome and, read comments or read things that you think don't necessarily represent you, and just sort of almost laugh at it, or just appreciate it. If it's constructive feedback, it's always a good thing to sort of think about that. But sometimes there are always people out there that are going to say things that aren't quite what you're expecting. But when you're comfortable with yourself and confident with yourself and what you're doing, it really does sort of help you overcome that fear.
I would absolutely agree with Stephanie that passion is a huge proponent to success and beyond in business. Now here's the thing. Passion is energy, and cultivating energy requires some kind of tool or some kind of way to keep it going, because consistency is not always easy, especially if you're a human being. So Stephanie, what is your trick? What tool do you use to stay totally consistent on a daily basis?
So I know I've kind of sort of already alluded to this, but when you're really happy about what you do, that also helps sort of when you wake up in the morning, you have a purpose, you know what you're doing, that helps to keep you driven. However, I'd say probably the easiest way to put this is if you just really incorporate it into your routine. So when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna have your breakfast, you're gonna have your cereal, whatever you do, you're gonna go to the gym, make sort of social or whatever it is that you're doing part of your actual routine. And if you make it a must, then it becomes a must. And then it becomes part of, I think, 21 days you have to keep something going
for habits,
until it becomes,
for it to stick.
Yeah, so that really would be sort of the simplest way that I could put it.
What's really powerful here is that we are talking about passion and consistency, and we're also talking about the specific daily actions that create the consistency. Now, with a lifestyle brand, it's all about engaging with your audience. It's about really making sure that the passion you have is actually aligning with the passion of the audiences, these clients, for example, or the partnerships. Now, with Stephanie, what we're noticing as well is that you have a way about making sure your content actually is relevant for your audience. How do you do that? How do you actually stay consistent with engagement? It
really does require a lot of listening, learning, and constantly staying up to date with the back end workings of everything as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely resonate with that. Being successful is subjective to any person who's defining it for themselves. In this particular episode, though, we're defining it in such a way as staying passionate and staying consistent in the building of your business. Now, I want to ask Stephanie, why? Why this business and why no other business and why now? What kind of fulfillment do you actually get from building this business that you're doing now with Chic Sophistic?
This is something that is true to my heart. It's about things that challenges I went through in my own life, ways that I found myself becoming empowered. And once I sort of discovered that, I thought, why don't I help other people see that vision as well? So, again, like I have my Chic Click as well, but I also have my followers that, I really want to help share my challenges and how I overcame them, whether that's through fashion or food or anything else that's of interest to me and to them. And, that just keeps me going. It keeps me motivated.
Yes.
Seeing people say thank you, getting messages in your inbox, and, hearing from people around the world that said, like, I really love that post and it changed my life. It's really nice to be a part of that, and that's really what keeps me going.
So we've got passion, we've got the consistency. Now, I happen to be part of your Chic Click, so I'm so excited. That's a beautiful partnership. I'm honored. I think it's a beautiful partnership. How can our fellow entrepreneurs learn more about that? And what kind of benefits can they expect from the Chic Click?
Yeah, so Chic Click is really just a group of girls that we've been working with who all sort of come from different backgrounds. They have, they're from different parts of the world, some of them. And I think that's really great because it gets to show people that, all of us are unique. So if you sort of find somebody that you think is a little bit more in tune with where you're coming from, it helps you make those synergies and realize, like, okay, if they did it, I can do it. So we like to sort of get a diverse group of people just to sort of make everyone feel like, we're all in this together.
Stephanie, can you let us know where our viewers can go to get all of that relevant content that you've been sharing and where they can find that?
Yeah, definitely. So there's all of my social sites, which is at Chic Sophistic on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. But then you can also go to the website, chicsophistic.com, and you'll see the Chic Click. There's a few girls there. If you click on that, you'll actually get to sort of check out what all the girls are all about. You'll get a little bit of their bio and some links to some of their videos and other things that they have shared as well.
So what is the secret to success, especially when you want to take your passion and make it into a business? Well, it's first knowing what your passion is and cultivating that energy every single day. Next, it's that consistency, and it's about making the things that you need to do in your day-to-day business and your day-to-day life a must. And next, make sure you stay inspired, make sure you stay motivated, and you can do that by connecting and role modeling after people who are already doing it before you. So I want to say thank you so much, Stephanie, for joining me. This was amazing.
Thank you for having me. This was awesome. I'm so happy to be here.
It's good. You've got a ton of inspiration and knowledge, and so I look forward to continuing our partnership, but even more so having our viewers learn more about who you are and what it is that you're doing for women around the world.
Definitely.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Thank
All
you.
right.